Hello my friends, and welcome to the Through the Eyes of George YouTube channel. Today what we're going to talk about is presidential tours and rallies, and what that means today as what it meant back then in George Washington's time. Did you know that George Washington did two main tours in his presidency? The first one was a New England tour, which was from October 15th to November 13th in 1789, and then the other one, the other part of that New England tour was August 15th through 21st in 1790. George then did a southern tour of the southern colonies and states from March 21st to July 6th in 1791. And George Washington understood the importance of how his presidency would be an example for many presidents to come, like today. Whether people like our current president or whether people like past presidents, it doesn't matter, really. George Washington understood the importance of setting the example as a leader. And a leader does set that example. He understood that Americans needed to see him and that he needed to be visible and that he needed to show that he cared. That he needed to put in the work to show people that he cared. Now, a good leader, it's been said, is somebody that would not ask someone to do something that they are not willing to do themselves. And George Washington understood that. Now, as President of the United States, George Washington set the example of putting in the work, writing correspondence, doing these two main tours to make and show the American people, or to show the American people that he cared about them and to be available to them in certain circumstances. Now, Donald Trump, whether you love him or you hate him or you're indifferent, or whether we would have wanted Hillary Clinton or we wanted anybody else, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not advocating for President Trump or if we had President Clinton. I'm not saying that. But you put in the work. Donald Trump puts in the work with doing these rallies. Whether what he says in these rallies is silly or stupid or you really like it, I don't know. I don't know who you are, and I know you don't know who I am. But Donald Trump is setting the example like George Washington did by touring the country and saying, hey, I'm here for you, America first, or whatever the slogan is that a president wants to use. It doesn't matter. But talking about America and saying, these are the things we're going to do together. This is what I want and my vision for America is. Thank you for giving me this privilege. Because it's a privilege to be president. It is. And George Washington understood that. And our current president understands that too. Whether, like I said, you love him or you hate him. It's a privilege. And Donald Trump understands that. And these rallies that Donald Trump does, they're good only in the instance, as I'm saying, that it makes the president visible and available to the American people. Because it does. It makes the American people see, oh, you're just not sitting in a White House in Washington, D.C., writing laws and sitting like a king on a throne. That's not what the founders of our country envisioned, another king. George Washington tried to be as involved as possible in his administration. And Donald Trump does the same thing. Whether you love him or you hate him, he's involved. And Donald Trump, I'm just saying, he put in more work than Hillary Clinton, doing more tours, more rallies. Whether you love Donald Trump or you hate him, it's the facts. Look it up. He put in more work. And he could have lost, but he put in more work for the tours of the country and the rallies that he did, the town halls and all that kind of stuff. He put in that work ethic, and that's what he brings to our country, is that work ethic. George Washington, as a leader, put in that work ethic. If you want something, go get it. There's a way to get the things you desire in life by putting in the work for that particular field, that circumstance, whatever it is. You can take the shortcut way and cheat, or you can take the long way, as Robert Frost says, the road less traveled, and have great satisfaction knowing that, hey, I built this, I did this, and it's well deserved when you put in the work. But I'm just saying that it's a good thing that Donald Trump does these tours. And George Washington would absolutely support Donald Trump doing these tours and these rallies. He would support any presidential candidate doing tours and rallies and showing themselves like, hey, this is what I'm all about. This is what I'm doing. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to click the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up. And looking forward to talk to you soon.